You know, first you've got to have great texture to the ice cream, and that's what most people don't talk about. But you know, when we first started with gelato, people would go, "Oh, I have 20% butterfat and 10% air and this and that." But you know, you've got to have an ice cream that is solid and it doesn't melt quick in your mouth. It's you know, you're wrestling with it. It's chewy, it's creamy, and so you're getting that whole mouth feel and stuff. And then you're getting, you know, the flavor components and the things that are in it. So when you get all that, when you get the ingredients and the smoothness, the mouthfeel, and the flavors, then you really got something special. Yeah, my name is Karl Black, and with my wife Beverly, we own Olympic Mountain Ice Cream. We're in the Skokomish Valley, and when gelato started in Seattle, maybe back in the early '80s. We thought, wow, that sounds like a really cool thing to do, making fresh ice cream like in Italy. And so we bought a machine from a company and paid them some money to learn how to make gelato. And the whole thing is snowballed 30 years later into Olympic Mountain Ice Cream, you know. We have 20 employees and, you know, probably about 17 of them are all family members, you know. So we started this business working with restaurants and hotels. So we got to work with world-class chefs. So a lot of the recipes were from things you'd see in ice cream parlors. Some of them were from books we read. A lot of them were from creative chefs that are coming up with new flavor combinations all the time. And a chef at the Westin Hotel in Seattle, this is a crazy one, but aren't they all? But he asked for champagne rum punch smoky lapsang tea sorbet. And I felt like I was in one of these Arabian tales in search of the blue rose, you know. I was in Seattle, I was down in the Asian district, and so I went to Wajimaya, which, you know, if you think you could find smoky lapsang tea, and they'd never heard of it. If you can imagine this, I'm at an Asian store, they've never heard of smoky lapsang tea, so they sent me to this Vietnamese grocery store. I go down there, they've never heard of it. So I'm sitting there in the middle of the thing, and I see this little hole in the wall grocery store. I mean, just wooden, and I go, well, this is it. I walk in there and I go, have you ever heard of smoky lapsang tea? He goes, walks right over to the shelf and takes it off the shelf, you know. I went, this really is a cosmic journey here. But after we made that flavor, I went, okay, next time you get me the flavors and I'll make it. But, you know, in this day and age where you pay people to do everything, you know, when someone calls from a restaurant or someplace that had our ice cream, and without me paying them or giving them any nudge, they just call up and go, boy, I had your ice cream, it was the best I've ever had. I mean, that really means a lot to you, you know, because you didn't have anything to do with it, you know, and genuine response. And, you know, that's what makes it worthwhile, because, you know, I mean, you need money to pay the bills, but like we were talking, you know, money is separate from feeling that your life has meaning, and serving people and doing quality, because you know quality matters, because that's what turns you on, you know.